My name is Aisha. I'll be your host, and it's an honor to be a host for the today's event. Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to all present here. Today, we celebrate the outstanding achievement of professional experts in their respective specialties, recognizing their dedication and outstanding performance in their healthcare field. Let's make this memorable day as we honor our winners. And as we gather here, we are about to embark a journey of knowledge and enlightenment. And what better way is to begin with the lighting of the lamp? May I invite Dr. Mohan Raut, gynecologist and clinical reproductive immunologist, partner, Dr. Raut Center of Reproductive Immunologist, Dr. Mugdha Raut, gynecologist and clinical reproductive immunologist, partner of Dr. Raut Center of Reproductive Immunologist, Dr. Vivek Trivedi, he is the moderator, founder and CEO of shikshaji.com, Dr. Jagruti N. Ghosh, General Secretary, Indian Medical Association, Meera Bhayandar. Please come. Sorry. Dr. Shiv Kumar Utture, National Vice President, Indian Medical Association, IMA. Mr. Azharuddin Farooqi, CEO and co-founder of Dinergy Business Solution, also co-founder of Golden Ames Award. Dr. Fareen Khan, co-founder and CFO, Golden Ames, also chairperson, Asia GCC Conclave. Okay. Dr. Jagruti N. Ghosh, thank you. As the flame rises, let it inspire us all to seek knowledge, strive for excellence. The light of the lamp reminds us of collective commitment to progress, understanding, and harmony. With this luminous start, we now officially declare the event open and proceed with our planned schedule.
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्य.
So we are going to have a panel discussion today, and the topic for the discussion is the importance of artificial intelligence in healthcare sector. May I once again have Dr. Shiv Kumar Utture, Dr. Mohan Raut, Dr. Mugdha Raut, Dr. Vivek Trivedi, and Dr. Jagruti N. Ghosh for the panel discussion, please.
Respected Dr. Khan Madam, Mr. Azharuddin Farooqi, Dr. Raut, and Dr. Raut. I think we met last year also for almost the same function here. And Dr. Trivedi sir, Dr. Jagruti Ghosh, and all my friends. I think when I said I have a pen drive, someone asked me, "Why you have a presentation?" I said, yes, this is a topic which even I don't understand. Anyway, what topic was given to me was basically AI, and that is the future in medicine, let me tell you. Some of us who have been using AI will definitely agree with me that there is going to be a time down the line within the next 5 years or so that without AI, we will not be able to do a clinical practice in future. I am going to talk only about the basics, because, as I said, we are on a learning curve. All of us are learning how to use AI. Unfortunately, the medical fraternity was one of the last ones to accept AI in their practice. Everybody, almost all other professionals have done that. So we are a little bit delayed, but no problem. Better late than never. So I will just introduce you to the subject of how AI is going to change the whole medical practice in the future. So if you see, basically what is AI? AI is artificial intelligence. But nowadays, the AI community is calling it as augmented intelligence, because it is not just artificial, it is augmenting what our knowledge is and what our intelligence is, and therefore now they're slowly starting the use of the word augmented intelligence instead of, AI. And what it is doing as far as the health industry is concerned, the whole health industry, there is a paradigm shift in what we are going to do in future, and we are doing at present also. And it basically is giving us solutions so that our patient care is much better. It enhances our clinical practice. It helps us in diagnosing and helps us in proper management of our patients for the future also. So many people ask me, is AI going to, replace the doctors? No, it's not. Same questions were asked for the first time when computers came in. Same question was asked when first time the internet came in. Same question was asked when the Google came in. No doubt we are scared of the Google doctor, because all of us know how many mistakes the Google doctor is doing, and we have to answer our patients, because invariably today our patients, go on to the Google, find out everything and then come to us, and they give you your diagnosis. I have got pancreatitis, I have got cystitis. So it becomes very difficult for us first to, unconvince them of what they feel they have, and then convince them what problems they really have. So it happened in the past also. And it is happening now also, where there is a fear that AI may be taking over our, practice, but no, it is not going to do. And therefore, the word, instead of artificial, the word augmented is a better word to use, especially in the healthcare, because it is going to do something more beyond what we are already doing today. So, it starts with diagnosis and treatment also. So how is it going to improve? If you see, there is basically, what is AI? AI is nothing but huge amount of data which is fed in. That is what is required. You cannot have AI suddenly coming up like that. Unless there is a data which is fed in, which is in lakhs and lakhs data, AI cannot give you the answer. The lesser the data, the more mistakes AI is going to do in the future also. And that is where I said in India we are lacking, because we are not uploading our data so that we can make use of this AI in the, on the cloud or whatever it is, because it pulls up from all, those places, it pulls up whatever the answers are. So what it is going to do is enabling quicker and more accurate diagnosis. For the first time, AI was used during the COVID period. During the COVID period, as you know, to diagnose it, they said that you are supposed to do an HRCT. And we could not afford in India doing HRCT for everybody. So suppose a patient comes with symptoms, are you going to subject everybody to HRCT? No. So there was an AI platform which on X-rays, millions of X-rays were fed into that, and that was correlated with positivity as far as COVID is concerned. So we could upload the photographs, and that special machine was kept in, near Hajali. It was kept over there. And they could upload that X-ray, and it could predict that this could be most probably COVID. And only those patients were subjected to doing this HRCT. So it is going to definitely enhance the way we diagnose the patients, especially cancer, heart disease, and some rare diseases which are very difficult to diagnose as of today. Personalized treatment plans for every patient. Every patient is a unique patient. All of us clinicians know that if two patients have come with the same symptoms and we treat them in the same way, they may respond in a different way. Why? Because there is something inside them, their genes, their genetic makeup, which makes them, positivity to some treatment and negative to that same treatment some other person will be having. So it creates personalized treatment plans tailored to the individual needs and especially the risk factors which are there in that patient. So that will help us in the future also. And then of course the main thing is the drug discovery. There was a time, if you remember, it used to take almost 2 decades of multiple, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 that a drug had to go before it could come in the market. Today the drug is coming very, very fast. It's not because they want to compromise on all the, safety mechanisms, because today AI is helping them a lot so that they can reduce that timing of every stage. We saw it especially during, again, the COVID times, because that was a time when we wanted everything, very fast. During the COVID time, the vaccines came out so fast. And definitely vaccines, especially in India, we know it helped us in controlling that disease. So that is what is going to help us as far as the future drugs are concerned. So then personalized medicine, especially I would like to talk on this aspect. It is basically with the genomics. Again, this is a subject which is not well advanced in India, but let me tell you, in the Western countries, they can predict which patient would get an heart attack, which patient would get some cancer, just by genomic or the gene charting that they do. So that they could do it, but we cannot use that data because the Caucasian data and this data is completely different. So unless we upload that data, as I said right in the beginning, AI will work only if we start uploading our clinical data so that AI can make use of that and give it back to us. So genetic data to identify personalized risk factors and predict diseases susceptibility, guiding preventive measures and treatment. So basically, instead, we are always taught during our formative days, prevention is better than cure. So here AI is going to help you in maybe preventing some disease. If you see the famous actress in Western they did a mammography, it found that it is just stage 2, which we don't even bother in India. It's BRCA2, which we don't bother, but she underwent a mastectomy even when she was in the film industry. So if you can predict what you are getting, definitely number 1, you can treat it, or number 2, at least you can regularly examine that patient so that it is caught in the very initial stages, especially malignancy. So that is going to definitely help you. And then of course, the treatment based on an individual's unique genetic, as I've already told you, that 2 people may not respond to the same treatment in the same way because of the genetic makeup of that patient, their lifestyle, their environment. We have seen that even in our Indian scenario, when the lifestyle is different, not only the diseases are different, but even how you respond to the treatment is different. So that definitely AI is going to go a long way in helping us as far as that is concerned. Then enhancing workflow. Not only that, if you have hospitals and you have institutions, this AI is going to be making your workflow very, very efficient in the future. Your scheduling of appointments. Some hospitals or corporate hospitals have already started that in Mumbai, where the AI takes care of, you don't require someone to see when is the appointment, this date is free, that day is free. They only say that you require a nephrologist appointment. The whole screen will tell you exactly when the appointment is free, and you can go on to that. So it saves a lot on that. Then billing also, AI has taken over the whole billing aspects in some of the hospitals. It's helping them. Then keeping the records as far as the medicines used for that patient. All these records are. So AI, what it basically does is whatever your repetitive job is there, it takes over. So for every patient, the same thing that you're repeating in finding out what medicines are given, finding out his billing and everything is taken over by the AI. So definitely the human resources required and the time required is much, much more less. Then data management is there. When the data, as I said, when the data is there, it becomes very easy to manage your patients. So better decision making and improve patients. So we have differential diagnosis. Today, if we have the AI helping us in coming to a diagnosis, definitely 2-3 differential diagnoses can be brought down to either 1 or 2. So that is what AI is going to do for you in the future also. Can we take it at the last? let me just, it's a very short talk, don't worry. Hardly eight or nine slides, because it's just, as I said, this is just, giving you this. Then, of course, monitoring the patient's vitals. It has already come, especially, COVID completely changed, and that's why I always give the example of COVID. We had the oxygen monitoring, we had the ECG monitoring, we had a smartwatch which took care of everything. Why did that come? Because we were forced to change. And I always say that in medicine, we are somehow averse to any change. I don't know why. Whereas change, as they say, is the only constant which is there in life. So we were forced to change. So today there can be a person who's wearing these wearables and roaming about, and continuously all his data is being fed to the central console, where your blood pressure, your blood sugar levels, everything can be monitored at real time. So that if there is any problem, suppose he goes into hypoglycemia, they can catch the hypoglycemia before the patient falls down because of hypoglycemia. They can catch the hypotension before the patient falls down. So it avoids the complications. So this is where all these wearables are going to, and more wearables are coming over time. Even nowadays you have got remote ECG. You take a ECG in a small place like, say, Gadchiroli or something, and someone in Mumbai, a cardiologist sitting over there, it is completely real time, it is fed to him, and he can give you a diagnosis. So definitely the patient can know that every chest pain is not a cardiac problem. So he doesn't have to rush to a big town or a big city, even from the village PHC center, and that is a dream which is there, that at the PHC centers also we can have all these things. Then of course the remote patient monitoring is there, intervention, and you can take proactive steps for preventing any problem which the patient may have. That is how AI is going to help you. Then predictive analysis for population. Then when you put it, in PSM and all, you hear that it is better, where they read the whole population data and everything. So whenever there are disease outbreaks, you can predict the potential outbreaks and identify the vulnerable population amongst that. As we said in COVID, we had the elderly or the very young, or we had the diabetics, hypertensives who are vulnerable. So that can be picked up definitely by AI in any future outbreaks which we are going to seek. Public health interventions, identifying high-risk individuals and populations. Whenever suppose tuberculosis you are finding out, now the government is doing, they want 2030 years TB-free India. If they have to do that, unless they use AI technology, they are not going to get that data, and it is going to be very difficult for them also. Healthcare resource management, you have to predicting which patients require what type of treatment, what is the demand from that patient's aspect, and therefore what you can do, especially in a hospital setup or in a PHC setup, you can optimize, because as you know, the consultants and super consultants, there are very limited numbers. So you can optimize who should see what. Today what is happening is patient is just rushing to a hospital when he has a problem, and a consultant has to see that patient which otherwise could have been taken care by his general practitioner or his family physician. So that definitely will be avoided as far as future is concerned, because as you know, our population is so huge, it is impossible for the hospitals to manage if primary care people also start coming to a secondary or a tertiary center for treatment. So challenges which are there, of course, it is there. As you know, we are taking baby steps as far as AI is concerned. There are some challenges which are there. The most important is the data privacy. Data privacy, because anything which is there online or it is there on your computer or on the cloud can be hacked. And therefore, now recently you saw that one hospital's full data was completely hacked. They came to know. So data privacy is a huge issue, though in India now we have a Data Privacy Act, but it requires much more, this ABHA and everything. The government is asking us to upload all the data on the central console, but who is going to tomorrow be responsible if there is hacking of that data? Transparency, understanding how AI algorithms work, everyone has to learn. We have to learn what AI can tell you so that you can use AI properly, so that you can arrive to your conclusions exactly what is essential. Then of course regulatory framework. Today, as far as AI is concerned, as I said, Recently, we have got, though we have been having computers for so many decades, the data privacy has come recently. So we have to have a regulatory framework of who will be responsible. Suppose a clinician goes onto the AI platform, finds out this is the problem, treats that patient, but that is not what the patient had. Who is responsible? Is it AI or is it the clinician? That is going to be a huge issue which definitely the regulatory mechanism has to decide, and somehow we clinicians have to get some protection if we are being forced to use AI in the future. So ethical consideration is another huge aspect as far as AI is concerned. As I said, who will be responsible? Not only that, equitable access to the healthcare services, that is also going to be very important. Who will get the health services, who will not get the health services? Again, giving you example of COVID, we had patients coming in left, right and center, and we had only say 10 ventilators in our hospital. So the moral duty was on us to choose whom to give the ventilator and whom. Sometimes we had to take some harsh decisions of removing someone who had no future of coming out from the ventilator. So instead, and that put a huge psychological pressure on doctors. If you have the AI to tell you, okay, you can do this, you can do that, at least we will not have the pressure on our head. Not only that, patient autonomy has to be there. Patient should be given complete, the era has come where informed consent is a must as far as even India is concerned, which we were not doing up till now. We were doing what is known as expressed or what we call as real consent in legal terms. No, the area has come where the era has come where we require to do the informed consent, and that is also in AI. If you're going to use AI, you better tell your patients you're doing that, and this is what is required. And then, of course, accountability has to be over there, because ultimately it is a clinician who has to be accountable for the way he manages the patient. So that is going to be there. So the future of healthcare, advanced imaging, this is one aspect where it's coming in a very, very huge way. There may come a time where, even at the family physician level, he may be able to diagnose a lot of things because of the help of AI, especially in the imaging aspect. Then AI powered, those who are surgeons will know, robotics has become so good. Today we are sitting in one room and operating on a patient who is in the OT. There may be a time, as I said, when the OT will be in Gadchiroli, and I can sit, especially with 6G coming in. You require when 5G came in, it became important. Now 6G will definitely help, where you can sit in Mumbai and that expert with having one surgeon over there will be operating on that patient. Not only that, a time may come, which we see now only in films, that even the robot himself may be doing the surgery in place of that surgeon. But the surgeon will have to be there to overlook if he is doing what he is doing is right or what he is doing is wrong. Then, of course, virtual assistants, where actively, as I said, with all these monitors which are there, handheld monitors, your mobiles and everything, your patches and everything, the patient himself can monitor his own problems. He does not require to regularly go to his doctor. That's why saving a lot of his time, saving a lot of the doctor's time, and he will be actively managing their own health, they will be managing. So I hope I have been able to just give you an introduction to what is AI. There are a lot of AI platforms which are there, can do a lot of things, but that is not what I was given the topic today. And thank you very much for that patient hearing. Thank you.
For the discussion on the stage, I once again take their names: Dr. Shivkumar Uthure, Dr. Mohan Raut, Dr. Mugdha Raut, Dr. Vivek Trivedi, and Dr. Jagruti Ghosh.
So good afternoon everyone. Bas, 1, 2, 3. Can be better? Can be little better? Can be little more better? Awesome. Thank you so much. You should have a highest of the energy after a lunch session, and so that it can come to the real intelligence level. So we talk about this all artificial intelligence. Can we have something called as actual intelligence? From AI to AI. So what is so special about the day today? 29th of March, why it is famous? And you can Google it. Okay. Horoscope wise. That's really horoscope wise. Great. Great. Good. Wow. Okay. How many we have got a music lover here? Awesome. So everybody. Awesome. Good. So can you just think over it why 29th March is famous? Today is 29th March. Yes, no. Right? Awesome. So yeah. 29th March, why is it so famous? Just Google it. And let's see that who is best in Googling it. Okay, awesome, very good. Just Google it more. 29 March. It's a World Dash Day. Fill in the blanks. Forgot. चलिए कोई बात नहीं, गूगल का प्रयोग करिए. गूगल इज देयर. वर्ल्ड सोलर एक्लिप्स इज देयर. World Piano Day. Yes, exactly. Please put a round of applause. What's your good name, ma'am? Dr. Shweta, right? So it's a World Piano Day. And it's a birthday of a comedian also. Which comedian? Indian comedian. Very famous comedian. No. मतलब अब नाम आ गया तो कुछ भी डाल दो, कहीं ना कहीं से चली जाएगा, right? जॉनी वॉकर. जॉनी लीवर नहीं है तो वॉकर सही. Okay.
That makes everybody a comedian. Johnny Walker.
Okay, anyone try to attempt it? Just attempt it. I'm sorry? Eric Idle. Indian comedian. No. मतलब सारे नाम ले डाल लेते हैं. Okay, how many of you have seen Sholay movie? Mahmood. और मतलब सारे comedians एक साथ आ जाएंगे. Kapil, what is that? Kapil Sharma. नहीं, but he is not today, right? So Jagdeep. Please put a round of applause for Dr. Raut. It's Jagdeep.
Sholay was the clue.
Sholay was a clue, exactly. Sholay was a clue. Great. So like we can start the discussion, and really would like to put a lot of thanks to you for making the day today. And I request all of you to please put a round of applause for yourself for making it today here. Okay, and we'll ensure that it will be not a boring panel discussion. It will be definitely more enthusiastic and energetic discussion what we are going to have today. We'll just see that how the glimpse is happening from past, present and future. Dr. Shiv Kumar sir has already shared most of the thing. So while I was having the questions ready, I thought what is left over. That was
So you don't ask me any questions.
Okay, that's the deal, right? Awesome. So I'll just ask you one question, and let's see that how many of you can attempt it. One of the person was facing a challenge to treat the grandmother, and he was not getting a doctor. So he invented an app, and that app is having almost 5 lakh doctors registered on the app. Can you name the app? Practo, right? And why the name Practo? Any thoughts? It's a practice and a practitioners, right? So that's the way how AI is getting into the picture. That's the way how it is connecting to the complete framework, and we need to see that how we can be able to make the maximum use of it. So we'll just start with quick 1 minute introduction of all of us, so that those who don't know, you all can know about us also. And then afterward we'll take it to the past, to the present and to the future of AI. Okay, we have got one of audience question already before we coming on the stage. So definitely we'll take 2 more audience question, and the best audience question will definitely get a round of applause. So are you ready for that?
I thought you would say they would get a prize.
Yeah, everyone was expecting that, but that's a googly. So picture abhi baki hai. Right? So I'll just tell you a quick 30-second background about myself. I created a world record on AI, and that's what I'm here on the stage. So yeah, I created a combination of a Google Gemini and a Microsoft Copilot and ChatGPT 3.4 when it launched. And I created 66 case studies in 60 minutes with a combination of all these AIs put together, and got a world record, and got recognized by UAE government and nominated for United Nations to represent ESG Council in India. So that's all, like, just a quick background. Thank you so much. And that's my passion, to be on a keynote and a panelist and all that. Golden Name Awards, Azharuddin Farooqi ji, Dr. Fareen Khan ji. We are doing this even from last many years, and it's been a great success connect which is there, and always look forward to learn these things on the stage. So this is just about me. Dr. Shiv Kumar, you have already heard. So I will definitely, take a caution here and move on to the next one, Dr. Mukta. Yeah, but please,
Already
we can,
introduced.
so that's what I said, that कहते हैं ना कि विद्यते, there is a Sanskrit which says that, विद्वान सर्वत्र पूज्यते, विद्या विनयन शोभते, right? Madam, I really request you, your name please.
अरे मैडम,
बताइए. क्या बात है, क्या बात है, क्या बात है.
मंदाकिनी.
Very nice. So please put a round of applause for Dr. Mandakini Megh Madam, for sharing this best part. And let's see how the whole discussion can take it forward. So I request Dr. Shiv Kumar sir to start with, and then, we can proceed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got this, right? You can hear it. I'm Dr. Shiv Kumar Utture. So basically, I've been a professor of surgery at JJ Hospital. I have retired now after almost 35 years of being there in the teaching profession. Then I have been in the National Medical Commission, the Medical Advisory Council at Delhi, and I was for 10 years in the Maharashtra Medical Council, out of which 5 years I was the president. And as far as IMA is concerned, I just finished my tenure as the National Vice President of IMA, which is a body of more than 4 lakh members, biggest NGO in the world it is there today.
Please, amazing.
Utture sir, though he would say he's retired, but he's still guiding the entire IMA and all the branches, everybody, if they want any guidance, they call up Utture sir, and he's always ready to help. Thank you, sir.
And we are really blessed to have him here today. Yes, Dr. Mukta.
Okay. Yeah, I'm Dr. Mugdha Raut. I'm a gynecologist, and I'm a practicing clinical reproductive immunologist. So we both, my husband and me, are the only 2 fellows in India for clinical reproductive immunology certified by the American board. There are only 40 people worldwide. And we treat couples with unexplained repeated miscarriages, IVF failures, and unexplained infertility with something which deals with the acceptance of the immune system. So we don't do IVF, we don't do our regular gynec practice, but we are only into clinical reproductive immunology. We have 7 centers now in India, and our process is patented, and it's only the 2 of us who do it. So this is about us.
I think Dr. Mugdha told us about us. I will just elaborate a little bit further that the treatment that we give to these patients with miscarriages and IVF failures is branded as ImmuLit, and as she said, it's a patented process. And with this, we treat these couples after selecting them with careful investigations, and those who qualify for with these investigations are given this treatment, and we have achieved a success rate of between 75 to 80% for these couples who are well selected, and which is significant and is comparable to the international success rate. And so coming to today's topic, I think in our field also it is going to be very relevant, and it is relevant where AI is going to be useful. But currently, actively, I do not have any qualification in AI, but I will proudly say that I am father of a girl, or my daughter, who is a lawyer who is specialized in privacy in AI.
क्या बात है.
Wow, amazing. Amazing. क्या बात है. Very nice. Yeah, Dr. Jagrati, please.
So I'm Dr. Jagruti Nalavde Ghosh, and it is a real pleasure to be sitting with such experts in AI and stalwarts in my field. I'm a consultant gynecologist and obstetrician from Mira Road. I practice at my own nursing home, Joanna Mother and Child Care Center, where I'm dedicatedly doing normal deliveries, which is a one act that is now not done many times. So I proudly say that yes, we do around 90% of normal deliveries at my center. And I'm also the honorary secretary of IMA Mira Bhainder. So that's it about me.
So really blessed to have my left and right both connecting to IMA. And they are the gynecs here. So really such an august experience here. So let me start with Dr. Jagrati, in terms of getting into doctor-patient relationship in the era of AI, which is coming in picture. So what is happening right now is empathy is one of the major concern. And that's a question mark everywhere that you will get a solution very clearly, but how about the relationship? So I'll start with Dr. Jagrati and then Shiv Kumar sir, and then we can take the question to the whole panelist here.
So definitely the doctor-patient relationship is changing over years. Previously, the doctors were considered as gods, and patient used to wait for hours for the doctors, accept whatever the doctor would say as the first line of treatment, would never question a doctor, and there was no violence against doctors for sure. But with the changing eras, with education probably, and doctor in every house, I would say, they have a background of what medical knowledge and medical things. So they come to you with a diagnosis in their mind, or probably some clinical things in their mind, and they put that in front of you today. And they say that this is what I feel, and then what is now, doctor, that you want to do. You of course have to go a little more, give them time, give them listen to them, and then answer their questions about what they want to. Yes, you have to put forward what you feel, but then it is not like before we used to give a diagnosis that yes, this is matlab ye problem hai, you have to do a cesarean. Now we can't do that. We have to put in forward this things are there, this is what the options of the treatment, and yes, we'll discuss out what we want to do in the future. So this is how the things have changed, the doctor-patient relationship is changed, and we have to now listen to them and take a combined decision rather than giving them our decision.
Very nice. I think that's a collaboration which is going to take a shape and form, and that's how what will happen. It's a co-creation, because as you talk about the AI or as you talk about any care of the healthcare industry, the best part is a co-creation which is happening all across. So I'll just request Shiv Kumar sir, if you can share your thoughts on this.
I've got that. Basically, you have to understand, as far as doctor-patient relationship is concerned, over time it has completely changed. Way back it was what we used to call as the paternalistic method, where we used to tell the patients, you have got this, you require this, they used to listen. Just like how your parents tell you and you listen. Now slowly that is changing to what you call as mutuality. That means both the doctors and the patients have got an equal right to understand and the treatment, where you have to give or tell the patient all that the patient requires, not only as far as his disease is concerned, but the management, what are the different modalities of management, and why you feel that particular management is good for that patient. So they are both experts. As I always tell in my talk, you may be an expert in diagnosing and managing, but that patient is an expert in his symptoms and his disease, because he will be telling you what is. So you have to respect that also, and that is where the age-old history taking is now slowly coming back. I still remember about 10-15 years back when I used to sit in the OPD in JJ. The patients, the residents used to come to me and they used to say he's got hiatus hernia. I used to ask him why. No, he's come with the reports. So no history taking, no finding his symptoms, does he really require treatment, all that was gone. But slowly now, because of all the issues that are coming, the CPA and everything, now the history taking has become very important. But unfortunately now it is going one step ahead, and what we call as consumerism. where the patient feels that he has paid you, so he has got a right over you in finding out all the details. And this is what is spoiling the sacrosanct doctor-patient relationship in the future. What has happened is, when the patients come to you today, just like how you said, they either go on the Copilot or they go into ChatGPT, and they find out, especially the educated people, they find out all the details of what could be their problems. And like how I spoke in my talk, you have to make them unlearn those things and try to teach them what exactly problem they have as far as their symptoms are concerned. And that is how, there is a shift in as far as the doctor-patient relationship is concerned. And why the new generation, in my talks I tell them, we were a very lucky generation. We never had any patient complaining against us with even 40 years of practice. But the time has come now for the next generation where complaint against them is going to be a norm. So, and they have to be ready for that. And this is how the doctor-patient relationship has shifted, especially after the invent of the computers, AI, the cloud, where the patient is empowered, with the knowledge. And he comes to you already with the knowledge of what his problem is. So you require to convince him exactly what the way you are managing is proper, and so you require to give him time also. Many a times we find when the cases used to come to us in the council, where the patient used to say, and then the doctor used to explain why he has treated him in such a way. And the patient at the end used to say, if the doctor had told us this, we would never have complained against this doctor. So the time has come where you have to give time to your patient. You cannot say that I am seeing 100 patients a day. I do not have the time to talk to the patient or give him the details. Yes, you see less patients, but every patient you have to treat as if that the patient requires all the details. That is how it has shifted basically.
Very nice, very nicely put. Yeah, Dr. Rao.
I have always, when patients come to us with Google, and especially when we've done, now we are into a niche field of reproductive immunology. One question which used to always come to my mind is, why is a patient going to the internet to search for the symptoms and diagnosis and not trusting a doctor? Is there something that we are, as doctors, are being somewhere we are lacking something? Is our ego coming in the way? So, patient is probably feeling neglected. So, are we not giving an ear to the patient? So what do? We Google what is going to happen, what is going to not. The doctor has not given me time. I don't know what's going to happen. But a simple thing like a post-surgery. A post-surgery, if when we were doing our practice and we were doing a cesarean, what post-surgery after the cesarean care you need to take, if we don't tell the patient, they are going to Google it. They are going to give you a list of 10 creams. Which can I use? Which should I not use? What should I do? But if we tell them in advance what is good for them and what is bad for them and give them a hearing, that is, I think, one of the biggest key in practice, that that empathy, that doctor-patient relationship will never go, and that trust factor will never go. So if we understand why, so this is one of the most important thing which we need to know. Second is, prepare ourselves for knowing what is a new technology. And understand that. For example, if I get a patient, I tell them that, see, you go to Google, Google will tell you from A to Z. But what fits you between A and Z is what I am going to tell you. And that is what you have to listen to me and understand me. Otherwise, you need a 30 years of knowledge, which we have all got. And then only you can come and talk to me at the same level. So, I mean, when you tell this, you give, and as Dr. Uttare said, taking a history, a proper history, they feel listened to. They feel that, someone is there to listen to me. So this is what I feel. Whenever I feel this, I feel, why has this problem come up? Why are people going to Google? Is it because they are not trusting us completely? Like, for example, if I have to renovate my house, I will hire an architect and I'm going to go on Google as if I'm going to understand what the architect's knowledge is. So I trust my architect blindly, but I will read and ask. But we know what the architect knows, what is best for our house. So it is similar to that. That is what I feel. That is my thinking.
Absolutely right. I think everyone has added his or
Is
her.
it right because madam is saying? On the lighter note.
I am not saying for madam, I am saying for all.
Anyways, please go ahead.
So, but I would
Madam is
like
always
to.
right.
And
like
that's why
to-
he's left.
Amazing, amazing. Round of applause for such a great light. Thank you so much. Please go ahead, sir.
So I would like to add only couple of points. From the time of when doctors were dictating patients that you do this, to the time when patient comes with the list of all the possible diagnosis and treatment, one factor is common at all these stages is proper communication. Even at that stage when doctor was God, and now at this stage when patient is a consumer, communication is the most important part. And if that is proper, then I think, as Dr. Uttare said, patients, the cases will not come for disputes and problems, medico-legal problems. So that is very important. And second point I would like to say is, patients' preference is a very important thing now. Even for evidence-based medicine, the definition of evidence-based medicine is not just research. The recent definition has 3 parts. Only one part is the research-based information on which our practice depends and our guidelines depend. But the second important part is our clinical experience, which is very important for a doctor. Someone who has spent 30 years, that experience is unmatched. That it will be different from another doctor who has practiced for 30 years. So that clinical experience is second part. And third part of evidence-based medicine is the patient preference, which is also very important. And this definition includes all these 3 parts. And if you follow all these 3, only then you are practicing evidence-based medicine. And why this definition is made? Because it will solve all the problems, all the disputes. So if you follow all these 3, this problem will not occur. Whether AI comes or AI goes, I think there will not be any disputes or problems in our medical practice.
Awesome. Very well, very well. So, yeah, please.
I'll just like to add to this of how we do not listen to the patients in the recent times. There's a beautiful study which was done, I think if I'm not mistaken, PMJ, they have produced that, where they asked the doctors in their OPD timings, and they found out that within 27 seconds of the patient starting his history, he was interrupted by the doctors. That was the average. And they have done a study beyond that saying that if he was just given another 20 seconds more, he would have finished with the history. So for that 20 seconds, the patient feels that he has not been heard properly by the... And then they ask the questions to the doctor in the OPD after the patient went. How long have you explained to the patient what his problem was? Invariably, majority of the doctor said from 9 to 10 minutes. But when they actually timed it, it was less than a minute. So, our perception of what we see in a patient is completely different from what we are actually doing. And therefore, if that requires definitely for us to change the way we practice.
I'll just like to share a small example. When I was a resident, my boss, Dr. Shirish Shet, I had gone to his consulting room and I was sitting by his side. And patient came, Gujarati patient, his problem, her problem, discussed everything. Then I just went out and that patient came out. Patient was telling her, Doctor, બહુ સારું ડૉક્ટર છે, કેવી સારી રીતે વાત કરે છે. He's speaking so well. I realized sir was not speaking anything. He must have spoken 3-4 sentences. The patient was talking for 15-20 minutes. I realized the importance is patient feels doctor is speaking so well because he's listening. So that's, I think, the most important part.
Very nice, very nice. So just in interest of time, we'll take a question from Dr. Shweta, who is doing a research on AI. And, while Dr. Shivkumar sir was doing a presentation, she wanted to have a question. So just in interest of time, I took the question, but I request if you can just share your question. We can have an expert comments here. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, the question is, I think as all of you, all experts have said this, the relationship have been...
Do you need a mic? Just give me a minute.
So I think the relationship which you talked about, and even I also see across this thing. So I submitted a project to Texas University. So regarding this AI, so they accepted it in the terms that the thing is that going little opposite to that, like we are moving towards the AI, and what I'm thinking is that we are making it more ourself and the everyone dependent on us. Why to make it as a friend first and then foe at the end? So what I do is that morning when I wake up, I do the 2 exercises with myself. I ask one question to myself, and then I ask the AI, and then I cross check it. So then I give the score that you were not correct, I was correct. So this I started 7 months back. So now the answers or the writings or the things which I'm doing, they are becoming little too AI. And the day is not far when it becomes exceed the AI. So I think for this medical or this thing, I think if you make AI as your friend initially and give some time out of your clinic practice and all, and start, because if patient will read and come with that, you have the answer, okay, that this was there, you read it from that place, I know it, so this is the answer over it. So at that time, it will backfire to the patient or to the person who is much more AI dependent. So this strategy which I gave to them, they accepted it, you do it, whether it will be, I asked the experts like you whether it is feasible or not. One of my brother is a data scientist, I asked him whether it is feasible. He said, yes, it might be. So when I'm looking into it and doing all these things, and I also did, we have a neurosurgeon also, I did this work on the brain part and the intelligence part also. Then I think few habits, if you adapt in your practice and reading,
Can you come to the question in interest of?
the question is that is feasible or not? Whether if we move it in that,
Application of AI is feasible or not?
you become a AI.
Okay.
And the radiology which I'm working over it, in my organization, I asked the radiologist, interventional radiologist and other also, do you check it? Do you cross check it? They said, okay, sometimes you check it, sometimes there are false positive results and all. So is it feasible, the way in your... Yeah.
See, as I said, the definitely ultimate responsibility is that of the clinician and the doctor. And what you have to understand, and I may be repeating myself, is AI is completely dependent on the amount of data it has already received. AI, if you have a new platform without any data, he cannot give you any answers. The data has first to be fed, millions of data if it is fed only then. And as I always tell my colleagues, that there are a lot of technological innovations which are coming into the medical field. Let not these technology become your master. They have to be your servant. That means they have to listen to you, what you want to do. Because the human body is a very unique body. As I said, 1 + 1 will never be 2 in everybody. So you have to adapt yourself by using AI to give better management or better treatment to that patient. That you can do only if your knowledge is good. If your knowledge is not up to that standard, or you're trying to do something which is not your field and you completely depend on that AI, maybe that platform may not have that amount of data which is stored over there to give you the correct answer, then you're definitely bound to go wrong.
I have a small question. I am Dr. Nikunj Pawar. I'm a cardiac surgeon. Recently, we have 2 AI bots that have been launched, ChatGPT and the DeepSeek. Now, one is from China, one is from USA.
That was my question actually, but...
Yeah, so now you have these 2 bots, and you put the same question, you get 2 different answers. Now, what implication or impact it will have on medicine? That's my question.
Hey,
So,
go ahead, please, sorry.
So no, I just wanted to answer her question that what you are doing may not be so much implicable in the medical science, because in medical science actually 2 + 2 is 4. If you put some symptoms, they'll give you 2-3 diagnoses, and that diagnosis even the doctor has in their brain. So you don't need an AI to guide you into those diagnoses. You already know it through your books. So when you learn your subjects correctly, you know that these can be the differential diagnosis. Then you go to your investigations and find out what is the diagnosis. So AI is also going to give you the similar answers. Okay? So. So that's okay. Patients will come with the readings. Nowadays, everybody has got their AI into their smartphones. So everybody is going to Google. You go out from here, you'll Google what are the basic things out here to visit, what are the basic restaurants. We are so much used to Googling that we Google very small things. Like Madam said, it is about trust. It is not about trust. Yes, trust has gone far away. That's a different topic altogether. But people Google doctors, people Google medicines, people Google everything. People Google what is there in broccoli, what is there in avocado. You give them any topic, they'll start Googling about it. So it's not about Googling. And medicine-wise, maybe we will be still stuck to our age-old practices because doctors know equally that the AI knows. Of course, the differential diagnosis would be a little more in AI because AI will consider everything in this world and give you a diagnosis. But still, the doctors will be able to reach to a diagnosis, give a right treatment, and treat their patients.
Dr. Rawat, yeah.
So I think one statement I would like to make is it's like when computers came, there was a fear that computers will replace jobs. When AI came now, the fear is AI will replace everyone, will replace lawyers, will replace doctors. But that is never going to happen because the difference here is computer will never replace jobs, AI will never replace doctor. A doctor who knows AI will take over replace the doctor who doesn't know. So similarly, the person who knows computer replaced those who did not know. So therefore, technology will never take over. It is the people who know the technology will take over.
So that's a technology supplementation. We call it as a supplementation because wherever we are having any kind of reach deficit, technology comes in picture and then that becomes a supporting element for me. Now, if I want to know that what is something which has happened in 500 BC or 200 AD, the only thing which I can rely is on the technology. I cannot have my the complete memory power giving up to that level and all that. Now still there is a RAM, ROM and all that coming in the picture. And as we were talking about a DeepSeek, the DeepSeek coming from China and doing all the intervention. Now what will happen to our data? What will happen to our privacy? What will happen to ethics, integrity, so on and so forth? That's always a question mark and that's always a challenge what we need to look forward. But yes, we have to look forward that how we can augment it, how we can supplement it and how we can make use of that technology. Because as Dr. Rawat mentioned that if you are not there, somebody else will replace you. So that's very evident. That's a need of an hour. Dr. Shiv Kumar sir has mentioned very clearly in his slide that even whether it is related to empathy also, how that empathy is getting connected with AI. Augmented intelligence, right? A very, very great word what he has mentioned today, that artificial intelligence is actually getting transformed to augmented intelligence. So with this, we are closing the session. Yeah, Dr. Mandakini, yeah, please.
So thank you very much for that wonderful discussion. But looking at my own background, I was in the government setup.
Yes.
And came from the cesarean section. Nobody has heard it. From in the local, we used to do the cesarean section till AI. And I was just looking you're giving patient, so much time. I used to examine 300 to 350 ANC patient per day. Today morning newspaper, you must have seen, hundreds of patients sitting, municipal hospital, and 3-4 doctors only. Today's paper.
Today's paper, yeah.
So all this technology is good.
Yeah.
20% private practitioners. But what about those 80% where medical colleges, even the AIIMS is ailing, you must have heard.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have to, think about that sector of the health.
Yeah.
So,
just to support you here,
one last.
Please.
That is how the Prime Minister has come out with the digital mission.
Exactly.
So digital mission in some way, like telemonitoring, and even Dr. Uttare has correctly said, looking for fetal monitor, I used to go at 2 a.m. and see with the fetoscope. Yeah. Now that thing is not there. So we have to help as a organization. We have to help those doctors.
Correct.
The one who said, "Nahi, aaj meri duty nahi," so he is running up to 36-48 hours. Yeah. So I think we all doctors have to have empathy to our own doctors and help them with this technology. That is what,
very nice,
as additional director, I have retired. My husband also was IAS officer, ESIS commissioner. So we both in policy making.
Yeah.
So I am just looking at this discussion to take it in a very practical way and be human to our own doctors.
Exactly.
So that is what is my message to.
No, very nice, very nice. I think very well. Please put a round of applause for putting this point on the stage, on the table itself really makes sense. And when it comes from a policy makers, we can understand the delta between the ecosystem. So that's really so great. Very nice, man. Yeah. Any question or we can have a closing remark? I hope, sir, your question got answered, or DeepSeek, not ChatGPT.
Yeah. See, basically, I'll say.
We can attempt it at least. Yeah.
Basically, I'll tell you, as of today, I don't know about the next decade or something. As of today, the onus is on the clinician. If he is using AI to come to a diagnosis, yet the onus is on him, because as per the code of ethics, you are supposed to decide if you want to use AI or not. And that is a danger in today's era. Maybe down the line when we are getting ChatGPT 3, 4, now the 5 is almost
5 is already
so
launched.
Maybe
Yeah.
it is just like your mobile,
Yeah.
It may become much better. But if you talk about today's era, the clinician is responsible for the way he treats that patient. If he wants, nobody is asking you or forcing you to use AI. But if you use AI, you have to use your clinical knowledge and judgment to accept or not accept AI.
You in your lecture had mentioned that robots are going to take over in future. Now
Future.
Future,
I'm
not
saying
today.
future. No, I'm talking future only. Now my question is there. Now open cholecystectomy is virtually nobody knows how to do it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're a general surgeon, I'm a cardiac surgeon. So we know that open cholecystectomy, the junior PhD doesn't know how to do it because he's only seeing lap choles. Now same thing, if let us put it, a robot is operating, then you said a surgeon has to stand there in case this bugger makes some mistake, the robot. Now, if this surgeon doesn't know anything, how is he going to be helpful with the robot if he makes a mistake?
If he has not learned
This is
robotics,
just a food for thought.
if he has not learned robotics, he better not use the robo.
No, but how is he
Very
going
simple.
to? No,
See,
how is he
I'll-
going to?
I'll-
Because he never gets an opportunity to learn.
So robotics is anyways through a robotic surgeon. It won't be a surgeon standing and a robot.
No, that is currently.
Yeah.
That's currently. He said in future this will happen where there
Only robots will
only robots. So
I'll give you an example. In your cardiac surgery, I think you're a cardiac surgeon. In your cardiac surgery itself, you all used to actually suture the vessels, right? When you're doing a bypass or anything. Today, if you see robotic, the way you do it, it has become much more easier for you. If you are using robotics, especially in cardiac surgery, robotics has got its name in, say, prostate surgery, cholecystectomy is something I don't think robotics should ever be used, because normal laparoscopy is much easier and better to do. Yes, prostatectomy, robotics is helpful, but robotics in your cardiac surgery, where the precision is the most important aspect, is definite. So you make that robo your servant. Again, I am repeating.
I'm sorry.
Don't master.
No. There is no mapping. See, the precision comes when you have CT guided, MRI guided mapping. That's when, see, the bone surgeries, the neurosurgeries, it's a still organ. So you have previous mapping of those structures, and then the robot does its job. It doesn't allow you to cut anything more than what it is determined to. Here, you cannot map a beating heart. There's nothing like that. You don't MRI. You still have to do it yourself. Means surgeon is only replacing himself from on the table to a console a little further. So no, I would say it is still the job of the surgeon to join that A to B. It has, only thing is there, yes, he doesn't need to put his fingers inside the chest and do it. Somebody else's fingers are inside. But otherwise, it's exactly the surgeon who has to do it.
Very well. Point that version 1 is better than version none. So versions are getting changed, and that's what we need to embrace the version. So just in interest of time, we are taking a final closing note here that while AI is just an entry right now, it took many years for a technology to come to some stable shape and form, but at least there is an availability of some resource which is there, and we need to see that how can we embrace the resource, whether it's an EDX, Coursera's and of the world getting connected together. We can have an augmented technology getting into the picture. We can have supplementing support. That all can be considered upon. But yes, we need to look forward that how this can be helpful for us in interest of definitely human and a mankind. and how can we take it forward. So with this closing note, I am closing this whole panel discussion and really putting a round of applause to you, all of you, for putting a great audience here. Thank you so much. Thanks for all your inputs you shared during the discussion. Thank you so much, panelists. Thank you.
Thank you, doctors. I will request you not to leave the stage, and I will invite Mr. Azruddin Farooqi and Dr. Fareed Khan to felicitate our guest. Can we hear it a little louder? Thank you. I think if there was no time boundary, they would have gone like on and on throughout the day, right? And
Doctor-patient relationship is like that.
yeah,
Go on
absolutely,
for it.
absolutely.
Yes, yes.
All the stage etiquettes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, yes. And I request Mandakini ma'am also to join us. Now we come to an inauguration for an upcoming global conference and award that is going to be held in Dubai. That is a 2.0 award. I request all the dignitaries to please do the honors. And I request the AV team to please play the video. Wait.
Thank you, sir. Wow. Wow, very nice. All of you. October 2025. I know. We'll wait for your sponsorship.
So, Golden's AIM Award has conducted groundbreaking research on different role models, leading to bring to us today the best of ideal role models from the pack of experts. Their dedication to advancing knowledge, innovation, practices, and to their idea of making this world beautiful, knowledgeable, and healthy is truly inspiring. Let us applaud to the team of Golden AIMS Award 2025 for their outstanding research achievement and their commitment to felicitate the best of best professionals. And now we are good to start with the awards. We have all winners here. Let's felicitate one by one here. To felicitate our first batch, may I invite Dr. Shiv Kumar Utture, National Vice President, Indian Medical Associate, to present the awards, please. Yes, thank you. I am not going ahead unless I hear the clappings. So whoever is still to receive the award needs to clap louder. Thank you, Dr. Jagruti. Most iconic healthcare personality in obstetrician and gynecologist, Dr. Mandakini Megh, Medical Director, Senior Obstetrician, Gynecologist, Dr. Megh's Gynocare Clinic. Doctor, may I request you to have some words for us, please?
So, good evening, everyone. I think you heard me before also. So, I'm a different kind of health personnel, ancient to the modern. I'm the last, जिसको कहते हैं ना, last पीढ़ी हूँ, where I just come from a different medical practice, which I already said, from local anesthesia, cesarean section to the hair. I was very fortunate to work in the policy making, Mantralaya, heading the hospital, and multiple kind of, experience. But I want to use all my experience for the humanity as well as for the welfare of the doctors. Because I see there is a huge gap between the administrator, policymakers, and actual practice. So with this award, I really want to thank Golden AIM for recognizing my, progress, service to the medical field and also to the patients. Also wish to thank Dr. Utture, all my colleagues here, and wish you all the best. And let me serve the humanity, in the coming years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mandakini. From childhood, I heard this, there are only two noble jobs. One is teaching and one is being a doctor. Thank you so much. Now, for the excellence and leadership in healthcare, award for the most trusted cardiothoracic surgeon in Nagpur. I had this. Dr. Nikunj Pawar.
Good afternoon, everybody. Namaskar. Good evening, good afternoon, assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Nikunj Pawar, and I would like to thank Golden AIMS and my dear friend Dr. Mohan and Mugdha, who have been instrumental in getting me here from Nagpur for this award, or सर आँखों पे आपका जो अवार्ड दिया है, एंड आई होप इन फ्यूचर ऑल्सो आई विल बी एबल टू बी एसोसिएटेड विद दिस अवार्ड. थैंक यू वन एंड ऑल.
Award for the most dynamic healthcare personality in obstetrician and gynecologist. This is a tongue twister for me, for some reason. And that is the doctor with a beautiful smile, Dr. Jagruti Nawalde Ghosh, consultant, obstetrician and gynecologist. It's your choice, totally your choice.
I would just like to say thank you. I've said enough in the panel. But I'm really feeling honored again to receive the award from Utture sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Award for the most iconic dietitian and nutritionist in Mumbai, Dr. Zubaida Tumbi, founder and director, Health Watch Nutrition Clinic.
I'm indeed privileged, blessed, and honored to be given the third award this year for being an inspiring icon in the field of dietetics. Thank you once again, Dr. Fareem. It's truly an honor, and I feel that way back in the 80s when I was always told that you need not go to college, and I said, no, I will go to college, and I will become something. I think I've done my parents proud. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being an inspiration. Doctor of the Year for Health Advocacy Influencer Award, Dr. Ritu Satwani, founder and CEO of 360 Degrees Healthcare Studio.
So thank you, jury, and thank you, Golden M Awards. And my all presentations and awards always start with my Mata Rani Kripa. So I always say Jai Mata Di. Whatever I am in this, my life, due to my parents' blessings and my Mata Rani blessings. Thank you everyone.
Now we have the most trusted neurosurgeon in Nasik, Dr. Mahesh Karandikar, Professor and Doctor in Karandikar Hospital and Neuroscience Research Center.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for the award. This award is the most trusted neurosurgeons award. As we discussed a lot in panel discussion, doctor-patient relationship and trust in the doctor of the patient forms the foundation of sound medical practice, past, present, and future. And I suppose the key aspect for all the doctors to be most trusted is to connect yourself with your patient. the Indian scripture, Ishavasya Upanishad advises, Ekatvam Anupashyate, means find oneness between yourself and the patient. So naturally you try to identify the patient's illness as your illness, and what best you could have done for your own self you would offer to the patient. I think if everybody follows this, then that connect would be there. Like we connect to handset with Bluetooth, you should have connection with the patient, and if that can be established, then the trust can be established and everybody can be a trusted doctor. Thank you.
For outstanding contribution in the field of healthcare, pediatric surgeon Dr. Rasiklal Shyamji Shah, senior pediatric surgeon in SRCC Children's Hospital managed by Narayana Health. Can we hear it for them, please?
Thank you, jury, for selecting me. I do not know what are the criterias. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I do a lot of laparoscopy in pediatric surgery. The pediatric surgery, the thought of learning laparoscopy came in 1992. Then in 95 to 98, I did my fellowship in Memphis, USA, in pediatric surgery, where I learned laparoscopy. Came back in 98 and started doing advanced laparoscopy pediatric surgery since 98. Today we do most of the surgeries using minimal access surgical technique. Today morning at JJ Hospital I did empyema, chronic empyema and malrotation of bowel using minimal access technique. Primarily associated now as a full-time pediatric surgeon at Narayana Health. And like what she said, there are two good professions. One is teaching and second is being a doctor. And I teach minimal access surgery to pediatric surgeons, general surgeons. We have center at IMUST where probably more than 500 doctors who have come to learn minimal access pediatric surgery. We have taught that. We have recently published a book also on minimal access pediatric surgery. Once again, thank you for selecting me for this award. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Shivkumar. It was a pleasure having you here. May I now call upon Dr. Mohan Raut, gynecologist, to present the next batch of awards. Thank you. This is for Most Trusted Women Healthcare Leadership Award. Gynecologist and IVF Specialist, Dr. Sara Zaidi, Chief Gynecologist and Infertility Specialist, Indira IVF Dadar, Cluster Business Director of Indira IVF Mumbai.
So good morning, namaskar और आदाब. मैं हूँ डॉक्टर सारा. I head Indira IVF Dadar, one of the branches at Dadar. Being among seniors and stalwarts in the industry, it's extremely humbling. My father always taught me, that the purpose of life is to find a life of purpose. And we are extremely grateful to be in professions like this where we impact a patient's life every single day. So I believe, and the Dynergic team and the Golden Aim Awards don't leave a chance to not leave it unnoticed. So I think a big round of applause for the team. This is my 4th time, I think, in the last 4 years. So thank you so much, extremely humbling, and thank you so much, sir. It's always nice to see you and ma'am. So thank you so much.
And now for most trusted critical care medical specialist in Mumbai, may we have Dr. Gunjan Chanchalani, Director Critical Care Medicine, Rockwards Hospital, Mumbai Central.
Good evening, everyone. So the hospital name is Wokhad Mumbai Central. Okay. So this is another tongue twister. Probably it is an intensivist that we all know it. So when I took this field, I'm about 15 years, 17 years back when I decided to take this field. My parents, who were not from the medical field, obviously asked me, what is it? Are you going to be a GP? Are you going to be a physician? Are you going to be a surgeon? What exactly are you going to do? They were totally unaware that this field exists. And I would say that is one good thing that the COVID pandemic did, that, the intensivist got some recognition in this country and probably all around the globe to be recognized as a specialty, to be known and to be recognized all over that we do something for the patients who come dying. And believe me, it is satisfying on every single day that when we save a dying patient, a patient who comes near death, and we save him and the patient becomes conscious, walks home, it is not less than taking a dose of cocaine. Believe me, and it's an addiction for us. It is an addiction for us that every day we are taking one dose and we can't leave this field. We can work day in and day out, and we have done that in COVID. And thank you so much, Golden Aim jury, for recognizing this and awarding us. Thank you so much.
Now for the most dynamic fitness lifestyle consultant in Maharashtra, may we have Mehul Lal, founder of Swasti the Fitness Nutrition Studio. Can we hear it for him?
A big thank you to Golden Aim. I am receiving this for the 3rd time, and I really thank intense gratitude that for recognizing preventive healthcare alongside medical professionals. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a fitness lifestyle consultant, which means encouraging and trying to keep people on a fitness lifestyle, which is nutrition plus fitness plus rest and recovery, be it for preventive purposes or for rehab purposes or for alongside undergoing any treatment. So we are the ones who actually prevent people from going to doctors, but or enable them to have a speedier recovery if they are undergoing any treatment. Thank you so much again. Really glad to receive this again. Thank you so much.
Yes, as he rightly said, we get scared to go to doctors, but when it comes to fitness, we run to these doctors, the fitness consultants. Now for the most, the most iconic mental health leader of Maharashtra, Dr. Mangal S. Kardile, founder, director, Mental Health AIMS and Dr. M.K. Memory Foundation. Do we have him here? Moving forward, India's most dynamic women leader in pharmaceuticals quality control, Dr. Archana Bahuguna, visiting faculty, SIES Institute of Chromatography and Spectroscopy, Navi Mumbai. Sorry? Oh, it will play now? Yes. Okay, we'll hear it from her.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude and thanks to Golden Aim, Dr. Fareen Faruqi ji, and the entire team for nominating me and for bestowing this honor upon me. This is my 4th year at Golden Aim, and I feel extremely honored and privileged to be receiving the award of dynamic woman leader. So it's an honor to be known as a women leader who is dynamic, and I'm sure it will encourage me to continue my endeavors in pharmaceutical regulatory compliance, and it will also encourage others to follow suit. So thank you so much once again. I wish to dedicate this award to my family who's been always supportive of my professional endeavors, to my colleagues, co-workers, collaborators for providing me unique opportunities to develop and grow my professional capabilities. So thank you so much, Golden Aim. It's always a pleasure to be with each one of you over here today. And thank you so much.
For excellence and leadership in healthcare, most trusted hematologist and BMT specialist in Mumbai, may we have Dr. Sameer Tulfale, Senior Consultant, Hematologist and BMT, Kokilaben Dhirubhai Ambani Hospital, Mumbai.
Good afternoon, everyone. At the outset, I'd like to thank the Golden Aim team for considering me for this award. And I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate each and every one of you for your brilliant dedication and your outstanding contribution to health. And all of us would agree that we won't be here if it was not for our patients. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Dr. Rawat. And may I have Dr. Mrs. Mugdha Rawat? Once again have the most inspiring global leader in AI technology award 2025, Dr. Vivek Trivedi, founder and CEO of shikshaji.com. For most trusted critical care nephrologist in Mumbai, Dr. Rishi Deshpande, Director Nephrology, Jaslok Hospital, Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital, Mumbai. Do we have him here? Moving ahead, Best Medical Recruitment of the Year, Mr. Jagdish Teli, Director ANG Placement and Staffing Solutions Private Limited.
Good evening. It's very privileged to be here. Honestly, first time, first award. I am into medical staff and doctors recruitment. I am from Indore. We are placing doctors across India. Till now, we have placed 2,616 doctors plus 600 plus clients across India. Narayana, Jupiter, Asian, MP Birla are main client. Great to have the people. Honestly, conferences बहुत सारी अटेंड की थी, लेकिन इतने स्टलवर्ड्स यहाँ पर बैठे हुए हैं, सारे इंडस्ट्री एक्सपर्ट्स, CTVS, न्यूरो, नेफ्रोलॉजी, क्रिटिकल केयर, वो सबसे ऊपर है, और ऑलमोस्ट ऑल आर गायनिक इन सीनियर गायनिकोलॉजिस्ट एंड क्लिनिकल रिसर्च रावत साहब और फर्स्ट न्यूरो सर्जन. एनीवे, ग्रेट टू बी हियर. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द गोल्डन एंड टीम. थैंक यू सो मच.
Award for the most emerging radiologist in Pune, Dr. Rumana Momin, Director, One Roof Diagnostic Center, Pune.
Thank you so much Golden M team and my mentor Ritu Santwani ma'am for inviting me in such a beautiful event. I would really like to thank my caring parents, my loving husband and my two cutie little cooperative kids for supporting me in long working hours. I really cherish this award always and I will continue for excellence in future also what I am doing right now for our community. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am.
For most trusted development pediatrician in Mumbai, may we have Dr. Tanvi Priya, Director and Development Pediatrician, Vivid Skies Child Care Clinic.
Good evening. Thank you Golden Aims and Energy Group for this award. It's a real honor and I share this award as the most trusted developmental pediatrician with all the families that trust me, the children that teach me and the beautiful team that I work with. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now this is for the women super.
नहीं नहीं हुआ
We heard that. This is for Women Super Achievers Award in obstetrician. Oh, thank you. And gynecologist. Dr. Rinki Balani, gynecologist and IVF consultant. Aishwarya Fertility Center, Aishwarya Healthcare Private Limited. Sorry about that.
Thank you so much for this recognition. This is second time I'm getting the golden aim and second time from ma'am. Last time also I said she's one of the inspiring image for me along with the sir. This is particularly very special for me because my parents are here today for receiving this and cheering me on this. Thank you so much once again.
The word obstetrician, I practice, but when I come over here on the mic, I don't know why I fumble. मेरा 50 रुपया कट जाएगा भाई. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, now the next award is for the Most Iconic Healthcare Leadership Award, Dr. Ratna Chopra, Head of the Department of Surgery, NDMC Medical College and Hindu Rao Hospital, Delhi. Do we have her here? Moving ahead, Most Trusted Liver Transplant Intensive Care Specialist in Mumbai, Dr. Bindu Mulakaval Lupi. That's... Can we hear it for her, please?
Thank you so much for this prestigious award. The liver intensive care is coming up as a new field because of so much of metabolic disorders that we have in India, because India is the diabetic capital of India, and most of our patients, if you look at them, they have grade 1 to grade 2 fatty liver, and then it is just progressing to NASH, and then we end up with the liver transplant. So we have so many young patients coming up to us. So we are both using AI. We are trying to look at preventive strategies as well as, of course, treatment strategies. So this is our venture into the future. So thank you so much for the recognition. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mukta Rawat. It was a pleasure having you here. May I now call Dr. Vivek Trivedi. For most dynamic radiation oncologist in Mumbai, Dr. Triranjan Basu, Senior Consultant and HOD of Radiation Oncology, HCG Cancer Center, Mumbai, India. Moving ahead, Most Trusted Healthcare Leadership Award for Surgical Oncologist, Dr. Dhara Pandya, Consultant Surgical Oncologist, Samarpan Ayush Super Specialist Hospital.
evening, everyone. This is my second time with Golden Aim. I thanks with, it's always been what are the criteria for, selecting us? And it's really appreciated when, such things are processed and they have been given to us. We look forward to, serving the society more. And of course, we love all our patients. We keep learning from them. And I work actually in Jamnagar. It's in Gujarat. Yeah. Okay. So just again, thank you so much. And this is the second time with Golden Aim, so I'm really, really privileged. Yeah. Thank you.
And now for the most trusted healthcare leadership award, medical oncologist and bone marrow transplant specialist, Dr. Ganpati Bhatt M, consultant medical oncologist and BMT physician, Jaslok Hospital and Research Center. Do we have him here? Moving ahead, Women Super Achiever Award in Obs and Gynac. Obs and Gynac. Doctor. Thank you. This is really embarrassing. Dr. Tajwar Sheikh, consultant, One Supreme Multi-Specialist Hospital and consultant in various hospitals in Malad West. So you go to various hospitals.
First of all, I'm very much grateful to God Almighty for this opportunity, and definitely Golden Aim Awards, the team, and my mentor and guide, Dr. Ritu ma'am. She is always like inspiring me and trusting me, and definitely my family, my parents, and my husband, who always is a backbone dealing with all high-risk pregnancies, and all my patients who are trusting me till date, and they are pushing me to learn new things and making healing better and better every day. Thank you so much.
This is for most iconic pediatrician in Mumbai, Dr. Vinit Samdani, MD Pediatric, Bridge Candy, Bhatia Hospital and HN Reliance Hospital.
Thank you, Golden Aims, for this recognition. And this time around, the second time, this is for the most iconic pediatrician in Bombay. I think the journey of medicine is long. It's hard work and it's dedication with pure discipline. And every doctor has a dream to get this recognition on its way. And this recognition cannot be complete without thanking my parents, my teachers who've been with me and taught me everything, and my family and my wife who's been with me from the beginning of the journey. Thank you very much.
Award for the most trusted oral maxillofacial surgery in Mumbai, Dr. Shauvik Chaudhary, MD's oral and maxillofacial surgery, Dentamax Clinic.
I stand here today with immense gratitude and humility for being recognized as a most trusted oral and maxillofacial surgeon of Mumbai. So as you, I don't know how many of you know about the oral and maxillofacial surgery. This is a branch, this is a specialization which bridges the two worlds, that is the dentistry and surgery. What we mostly do, like we do the jaw correction surgeries, facial trauma, dental implants, and removal of all the cyst and complex cyst and tumors of the oral cavity, and for the facial cosmetic surgeries. So we restore mostly the smile of the patients with confidence. And I want to thank my parents, my teachers, my wife, and my kid, and all my near and dear ones for this journey. Thank you very much, and thank you to the Golden Award team for this. Thank you.
This is for the award for most dynamic Obs and Gynac in Mumbai, Dr. Dimple Jain, consultant Obs and Gynac and fertility specialist.
I welcome you all, and I am very much thankful to Golden Name Team Award and my dear friend Ritu Santwani for providing with this opportunity. Thank you.
For Women Super Achiever Award Researcher 2025, can we have Shweta Arora, SP Jain College of Global Studies, Mumbai.
Thank you so much, everyone. I would like to thank Dr. Ritu for motivating me to come here. And I would like to thank Almighty God, Lord Krishna, Lord Shiva, whom I pray every day in the morning. Research is very close to me, and I read and I study sometimes at my home. Everyone say that I'm mad. Indeed, I am. I don't like parties and social groups, but I like to stay alone and think, overthinker sometimes. I'm an author also. I love to write and to read and to study and all. So thank you, everyone. And I always say one thing, one of the mantra which is very favorite for me, and it makes most of my work true. That is Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Pranat Kalesnaya Govindaya Namo Namah. That is super magical for me. I think if you also do it, it's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Trivedi. It was a pleasure having you here. And now may I invite Dr. Jagruti N. Ghosh to do the honors for the next batch. For Most Trusted Healthcare Leadership Award, nephrologist Dr. Puneet Bhuvania, nephrologist and transplant physician, Wohat Hospital, Mira Road, Wokhart. See, I'm going to learn words today.
Good evening. First, I would like to thank Golden AM. This is my second award. So 2 years back, I was the young nephrologist. So a lot of things have changed after 2 years. Now I'm no young. And then in the last 2 years, we've been able to do 50 transplants at Mira Road Center. And that has been all successful. So this is a development which I wanted to share with everyone. And thank you again for this. Thank you.
And this is for most trusted robotic and laparoscopic cancer surgeon in Mumbai, Dr. Aditya Manke, senior laparoscopic and robotic cancer surgeon, Sanjeevani Cancer Care. Moving ahead, we have most trusted healthcare leadership award for internal medical specialist, Dr. Sucheta Gawande Chatur, consultant physician and diabetologist, Care Plus Clinic. Moving ahead, we have Award of Shiro of Change, Professor Shilpa S. Santwani, Technology Leader, Financial Services.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, Golden M Award, for this opportunity. And of course, to my world, Dr. Ritu Santwani, thank you very much. I'm a technologist, as you all heard, and it's exciting to see when you all were discussing about AI. Maybe a few lines from my side, being a technology, would help you out to sort the, what I felt on that time was a dilemma. AI or something else. AI is penetrating every domain. So nothing is something is going to be excluded. That's my daily bread and butter at this moment. By the way, I would say the way forward is AI with HI, which is human intelligence. So you all are needed very much. Doctor, you said it very well actually. AI is not going to kill the jobs. It's going to change the jobs. And we all have to be ready beside whatever the field we are coming from. One another doctor asked about difference between DeepSeek as well as ChatGPT. A very basic thing I will tell about it. If you see, as you all were mentioning about data is a key actually, it's a new oil. Now, if you see about ChatGPT, which is 4.5 is the latest version, it has a knowledge up till April 2024. However, see the DeepSeek, ChatGPT have until 23 and our DeepSeek is up till 24. That's why you see the difference when you do it out. Now, generative AI is there which can generate the knowledge itself as well. And I'm sure that it's not going to change the life for you or I would say your patients. It will ease them. We all are using smartwatches. It's changing our life. It's changing for you as well when these information come to you all directly, and maybe those kind of questions which are the mandate, those are not required basically when people comes and ask about it. Should I take this medicines again 2 times or 3 times? My BP is shooting it up, or I don't know, I'm feeling anxiety. I think those things you will get rid of. So I think it's a wonderful opportunity and we're looking forward. You doctors are awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you.
For most iconic head and neck oncosurgeon in Nagpur, Dr. Abhishek Vaidya, Senior Head Neck Surgical Oncologist, National Cancer Institute, Nagpur. Do we have him here? Last but never the least, most trusted hematologist. Are we done with Dr. Samir? Yes. Okay, so we are done. That was the last. Thank you so much for being on stage. Yes. Just as I said, last but never the least, for excellence and leadership in healthcare, most dynamic pediatrician, orthopedic surgeon in Mumbai, Dr. Avi Pranay Shah, pediatric orthopedic surgeon in NHSRCC Children's Hospital, Mumbai. Yes. Thank you everyone for your time and patience. We will have Dr. Fareen Khan who will do the closing statement. Thank you. And please excuse me for all my pronunciation errors. I will practice more. Good evening, everyone. Thank you to all esteemed participants. It has been an honor to have you all present for our event. Your participation ensure the success of the event. Once again, I thank you for everyone for being a wonderful host and all the esteemed speakers for the day. That is Dr. Shivkumar Utture sir, Dr. Mohan Rao, Dr. Mugdha Rao, Dr. Vivek Trivedi sir, and Dr. Jagruti Ghosh ma'am for taking time from your busy schedule and present us with us today. I also like to thank on behalf of other guests who are thrilled to have you and exchange you as a company for knowledge. I would also like to thank our presenting partner, Dinergic Business Solutions CEO and co-founder, Mr. Azharuddin Farooqi, for all the kind support and the opportunity to work with you. Last but not the least, to all the award winners, thank you everyone for your participation and many congratulations to you all. Thank you. Hope to invite you soon again. Thank you. I request all the award winners to come on a stage with their trophies and citation for a group photograph, please. And all the speakers.